A young woman rushes into a quiet suburban park, her breath uneven, her eyes searching for anyone to hold on to. She spots a man sitting alone on a worn wooden bench and moves toward him without thinking, as if something about him feels safe. Nearby, a German shepherd turns back from the distance. It stops chasing the stick, its focus shifts, locking onto something beyond her. To anyone passing by, it looks ordinary, just a man and his dog in a quiet park. But they don't see who he used to be. A former Navy SEAL, a man trained to notice danger before it arrives. The woman reaches him, her hand trembling as it grabs his sleeve. "Please, help me," she whispers. The dog isn't watching her. It's already watching the men coming for her. Before we go further, take a moment to share where you're watching from, and if stories like this speak to you, don't forget to subscribe and be part of the journey. Now, let's begin. Late afternoon settles over the park, the light thinning gently across empty paths. The world feels distant, like it's moving somewhere far away. On a weathered bench near the trail, Caleb Vance sits alone. At first glance, he looks relaxed. But there's something beneath it, control, the kind that never fully switches off. Awareness lives in him like a second instinct. His head barely moves, yet his eyes catch everything: the rhythm of footsteps, the subtle shifts in movement, the details most people miss. Even sitting still, he looks like a man who has never stopped being ready. A few yards ahead, his dog moves between the trees, chasing a stick with disciplined energy, controlled, focused. Caleb had thrown it without thinking, a practiced motion, automatic. A routine to keep his mind steady. For a while, it works. Until it doesn't. Footsteps break the quiet. Too fast, too uneven. Caleb's head turns slightly. Not sharply, just enough. A young woman comes into view, moving like something is chasing her, something real. She isn't dressed for running, her breathing is broken, unsustainable. Strands of hair cling to her face, her eyes dart constantly, searching, never settling. She reaches him before she fully slows. Her fingers tighten around his sleeve like he might disappear. "Please help me," she says, her voice fragile but urgent. "They're coming." Caleb doesn't pull away. He doesn't comfort her either. He studies her. Because fear like that can't be faked. It lives in the way her breath stutters, in the tension she can't release. "My father-in-law," she adds, swallowing hard, "he's been hurting me. I ran. I didn't know where else to go." The words are uneven. But the truth isn't. Behind her, something shifts. The dog is back. She hears it too late. Soft footsteps. When she turns, it's already close. Closer than she expected. Stronger. Each step controlled, deliberate. For a moment, it feels like it chose her. Her breath catches. She freezes. Its eyes lock onto hers. Sharp, focused. Not wild. That makes it worse. It doesn't bark, doesn't growl. It doesn't need to. Caleb's voice cuts through the moment. "He won't hurt you." A pause. Not unless he has a reason. The dog reaches her. And passes. So close she feels the air shift as it moves by. Just like that, she's no longer its focus. It stops beside Caleb, body angled toward the path. Ready. Watching. Caleb follows its gaze. And sees them. 3 men approaching. The one in front walks with quiet authority, calm in a way that feels controlled rather than natural. Walter Cross. A man used to being obeyed. The 2 behind him are different, one heavy, tense, ready to push forward, the other restless, eyes constantly scanning. Walter's gaze finds the woman first. Then Caleb. "There you are," he says smoothly, as if nothing is wrong. "You've had everyone worried." The woman tightens her grip. "He's lying," she whispers. Walter turns his attention to Caleb, his tone calm, almost apologetic. "She's not well. My daughter-in-law hasn't been stable since my son passed. We just want to take her home." His words are clean, reasonable, designed to be believed. But the fear behind Caleb tells a different story. The park continues around them, indifferent. People notice, and choose not to get involved. They walk away. It's easier that way. It always is. Caleb stands. Not abruptly. Inevitably. The space shifts with him. What was open now feels defined. Measured. The dog moves too, no command needed. Understanding passes between them without words. Please, the woman whispers again, don't let them take me. Caleb doesn't answer. But he steps slightly in front of her. And that says enough. The tension builds. Walter's calm begins to thin. You don't understand the situation, he says. She hasn't been stable. We're trying to help her. She hurts me, the woman whispers. One of the men steps forward. And everything changes. The dog reacts faster than thought. A sharp snap cuts through the air. Jaws stopping just short. Not a bite. A warning. The man jerks back instantly. Confidence gone. It's just a dog, he mutters, but even he doesn't believe it. Walter watches now. Calculating. Reconsidering. Then, a siren. Faint at first. Then closer. The shift is immediate. The men hesitate. Walter steps back. This isn't over, he says. Then he turns. And they leave. Silence returns. But it's not the same. Later, inside Caleb's apartment, the door closes softly behind them. The woman, Elena, still looks back, as if expecting it to open again. Her body hasn't caught up to safety. Caleb doesn't rush her. He lets the silence settle. Rex stands near the door, still alert. Waiting. Eventually, Elena speaks. I don't think I've ever actually stopped running. Her voice is quiet. Distant. She tells him about her past, the orphanage, the shifting homes, the feeling of never belonging anywhere. Then Daniel. The one person who made her feel seen. And then, he was gone. After that, everything changed. Walter stepped in. At first, subtle. Then worse. Control. Manipulation. Pain she kept trying to explain away. I tried leaving, she says, he always found a way to bring me back. Caleb listens. Then finally says, we can prove it. What follows is quiet, precise, and dangerous. A plan. A return to the house she escaped. Inside, the truth waits. Hidden cameras. Documents. Letters. Years of evidence. Not just control, but something deeper. A stolen life. A hidden past. And then the realization hits her. Her mother had been looking for her. All along. Walter didn't just control her. He erased her. The reunion is quiet. Fragile. But real. I never stopped looking for you, her mother says. And this time, Elena believes it. The case builds quickly. Evidence stacks. Truth surfaces. Walter is arrested. No fight. Just the end of something that thrived in silence. Months later, the verdict is delivered. Guilty. On every charge. But the relief Elena expected never comes the way she imagined. Instead, something quieter replaces it. The ability to breathe. Without waiting for something to go wrong. She begins again. With her mother. With time. With patience. And slowly, something new is built. A place for people like her. Not just shelter. But safety. Understanding. A second chance. Rex becomes part of it. Not by force. Just by being there. People who don't trust words. Trust him. One evening, Elena stands outside, watching the day fade. I used to think I had nothing, she says. Now she knows. She was wrong. Some stories don't arrive with noise. They begin quietly. In a moment when someone chooses not to walk away. A man who stood up. A woman who learned she wasn't forgotten. And a dog who stayed exactly where he was needed most. Maybe that's how life works. Not through loud miracles, but through quiet moments. A hand that doesn't pull away. A stranger who listens. A presence that reminds us we're not alone. If this story stayed with you, share it with someone who might need it. And wherever you are, may peace find its way to you.
If this tale moved you, if you felt the tension, the heartbreak, and the triumph, please support our channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring more thrilling, emotional, and inspiring stories your way. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Do you believe dogs have an extraordinary sixth sense? Share your thoughts and personal stories with us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.